Hey folks and fellow YouTubers, it's your best buddy here, Nuclear Scality 7, and in at least one of today's videos, I will be doing one of my first gaming videos for the new year of 2022. And one of these videos will be of me starting up a brand new series of walkthrough videos for Dead Space, played on the PC as a part of the Steam platform. Don't know why it turned black there for a moment, but it did. Okay, press any key to continue. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit new game, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the medium difficulty setting. Hard enough to be a good challenge, but not hard to be annoying or frustrating, or more importantly, impossible. Now this loading screen might take a minute moment, which is fine. I'll just drink a little bit of my glass of water here while it's doing its thing. Okay. Electronic Arts presents an EA Redwood Shores production, Dead Space. I can't even read all that, it's just complicated. Except I will say, Isaac Clarke, Engineering and Ship Systems Specialist, Kendra Daniels, Computer Specialist, Zach Hammond, Chief Security Officer.
Isaac, it's me.
Isaac, it's me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her.
So the female character name there is
You'll be
Kendra
able to look
Daniels,
up
while
what's
the
wrong.
black guy on the right is named
Sounds like
Zach
you have a lot of catching
Hammond.
up to do.
Alright, everyone, we're here. Sinking our orbit now.
And as you can tell, this is a very, very cinematic
Space
game.
mining is a
One of the
lucrative
most
business,
cinematic
Daniels.
games I've still
EG7
seen
is
yet,
gold
even
mine,
though this
according to
was
prospectors' reports.
released over a decade ago
Cobalt,
in 2008.
silicon, osmium. Now, where is she? There she is.
Where is she?
We have visual contact.
Brett Robbins, Ian Milham, however the heck
So
you say
that's
his last name.
Ishimura.
Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, but
The
if I'm not,
USG Ishimura,
feel free to correct me in the
biggest planet
comments
cracker in
below.
her class. And it looks like they're ready
how
to
the
cork.
Sun glares off in the distance. Ben
Corporal,
Winnott,
take us in
Paul
closer and hail
Mathis.
them. And stay clear of that debris field. We're here to fix their ship, not the
We're in
other
a
way
sort
around.
of
USG
asteroid
Ishimura.
belt
This
of
is the
myriad
emergency
sorts.
main
I forgot
team
what
of the USG
you call
Kellion
those things for a
responding to your
moment.
distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
You're gonna need to boost the signal if it power's low.
Yes, we know. Boost the signal. More.
Never heard of a total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
Sorry for the little lack of dialogue there, just kind of focusing on the
It's a busted
comment.
like we
I mean,
thought.
sorry for lack
Sounds like
of
they're having
commentary there,
problems
just
with their
focusing
encoder.
on the character
You
dialogue
get
a
us
little
down there
bit.
and Isaac and I can fix it. 48 hours max.
All right, you heard the lady.
So it'll take a
us
little
in.
bit
Let's see
for
what he's
this
fixing.
cinematic
Gravity
sequence to be
tethers
over.
engaged. Automatic docking procedures a go.
So things suddenly get a little chaotic, which is rather predictable for a horror game of its type and variety. Sci-fi or otherwise, doesn't matter.
Inside the magnetic field? Are you insane? Abort!
No! We can make it inside. Corporal, I gave you an order.
Corporal, I gave you an order.
It's too strong.
Luckily, we got into the spaceship, even if it crashed a
What the
little
hell were
bit.
you thinking? Were you trying to get us killed?
I just saved our asses, Miss Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura. Now settle down. Let's get to work. Corporal, report.
I'm not getting any readings from the port booster, and we've lost comms and autopilot. It'll take some
So
time.
the guy on the left
Let's get some
just
extra
put on
hands from
his
flight deck to
helmet.
help out.
That character's name is Isaac Clarke. and he is the player character in this game.
Hold still, Isaac. I'm syncing up everyone's rig with the ship. Okay, we're done. Clean bill of health for everyone.
So, know that...
All right. We've still got a job to do. We're moving out.
So notice that green light that crawled up the back of Isaac Clarke, the player character's back. That is health, and in fact it's called a rig, and you'll see what that's short for in this game. Alright. Objective added.
Use runs to move quickly.
So, okay, so I'm using a gamepad for the PC, so you press RS or RL if you're using the specific kind of gamepad I'm using here. And so we gotta follow the other characters.
You didn't lose power to the port booster. You lost the port booster.
So we just gotta follow Zach Hammond, the bald African-American guy up there.
First Planet Cracker class vessel, and is now the oldest serving with 62
All right.
years of continuous service. It holds the record for highest number of planet cracks with 34.
Objective added. Let's look at that quickly. This is our infantry.
Get the powers down everywhere.
Be important later.
Isaac, get over here and hack the door pad.
Except Zach needs me to look at this door and hack the door pad.
Look for blue holograms to activate.
So we press A on the pad to hack this door and as such open it. So we're gonna go in here because it's gonna serve a very important function, I should say. So at some point we're gonna have to press this computer console here that says damage report.
Seems like everyone was trying to pack in a hurry.
There should be a security detail in here.
Yeah? Well, there's not. There's nobody here. I can't pick up any broadcasts.
You'll notice the very
Security
opposing
council's alive.
personalities that Zach
Isaac, log
Hammond
in
and
see what you can
Kendra
find.
Daniels have.
Kendra, get that elevator back online.
Power's dead. I can't.
Then reroute the damn power.
Then reroute the damn power! Yep.
Look, if
Love
we
that.
all cooperate,
Very
we
memorable
can figure this
line.
out a lot sooner. Let's get that computer display up, Isaac.
Okay, so I think we need to
Use
press
the
it.
locator system to find your next objective.
Alright, so this is something called a locator. When we're in a different room, I'll show you it. So now we gotta press this console here. Objective
That doesn't
complete.
look good. She's taken a lot of damage.
The tram system's offline. Getting around is going to be difficult. The air seems to be flowing again. That's a start.
Yes,
What
things
the
are
hell
about
is
to get
that?
rather frightening here,
Automatic
as you're going to
quarantine
find
must have tripped when the
out. For
filtration
those of
system
you who've never
restarted.
played this game before or even
Everybody
haven't
relax.
played it in ages.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Not sure. What the hell?
I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire!
Holy heck.
Come on. Got it.
Isaac, get the hell out of there!
Now we need to do what he says and we need to run. And yes, they will manage to get us a bit, but it doesn't drain our health anything. We just need to run before
Run, Isaac.
they can get us, those creatures. Alright. Watch this part. This is terrible. Okay, so the name of the enemies in this game we are fighting are a type of zombie called a necromorph, which are brought back to life via a thing like alien organism, as in something like the organism from that movie John Carpenter's The Thing, except it can only reanimate dead tissue, unlike that organism. Now notice where it says cut off their limbs up here. That is not there for just random horror-related purposes. That actually serves a purpose, as the necromorphs in this game can only be killed by chopping off their legs or other body parts, not shooting them in the body.
Of enemies for extra damage.
So I just grabbed a weapon called a plasma cutter.
To not
So-
find an enemy for a quicker escape.
Okay, so RT is if you want to punch him. RB is if you want to foot stomp. Okay. Let's grab a few items here. I just grabbed a health item. And this is money. So if this is a small med pack, so if I'm injured and I need to grab it, then I can press A, because obviously it's not letting me have it because I don't even need it at the moment. And I just grabbed something called credits, because I will need that. So press RB if you want to smash these objects, as they will have useful items like ammo for the plasma cutter, or health items, or even credits, which is a form of currency in the game, space age currency. So now I'm going to shoot the switch here. And I'm going to open this door. We're going to go to a place called Tram Control Room. But watch out for this Necromorph attacking this gentleman. You'll notice how I blasted off his arms and legs, because that is actually how you killed Necromorphs in this game. Now this is a bit gross, but you can stomp on their dead bodies after you've killed them to get some items like health, plasma, energy, or whatever you call ammo for the plasma cutter in this game. Okay. Obviously this is a dead end here, so we need to walk down this hallway here. So I forgot what this thing's called, but it will direct you to where you need to go. And as you can tell by that silvery whitish line. So now we're going to be going to a room called Tram Control Room. So, yeah.
Select and use health packs to replenish your health bar.
So if I need to replenish my health, I can press the X button on my gamepad. Speaking of which, grab this, for you might need it later. Now this is something called an audio log, sort of similar to what you get in Doom 3.
This is Benson. Everybody listen up. They use the vents. That's how they're getting around the ship. Stay away from down. Get back. Get back.
So this is the tram control room itself. So...
Isaac!
So that's Kendra talking to me there.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what? What the hell are those things? Is that the crew?
Keep your voice down. Whatever they are, they're not friendly, and half the doors on this ship are locked because of the quarantine. Now, we have to get to the bridge, but first, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive. Now, what's wrong with the tram?
The data board is fried, but there should be a spare in the maintenance bay. There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired. Damn it! Everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, we can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole.
Okay, so you'll see that...
To check objectives and important locations.
Alright. Change objective. So... we need to go over here, see what some of our objectives are. Follow the security team. We've already done this. The Ishimura looks like it's in bad shape, and our shuttle is going to need extensive repairs. Where the hell is the flight crew? Okay, so the name of the spaceship setting we're on in this game is called simply the USG Ishimura. Now, what the USG part is short for, I don't know. That's anyone's guess, including mine. But yeah, open the hangar door. I can use my uniform's rig, resource integration gear, to interface with the Ishimura's holographic display system. So as you can tell there, RIG is an acronym for Resource Integration Gear, and that is the thing that's on the back of my player character, Isaac Clarke, there. And that is what measures and determines how much health we have. If that completely depletes, then we're dead as a doornail. Activate the security console. There should be a security console nearby where I can run a systems diagnostic check. Get to safety. We've been attacked. I'm cut off from Hammond and Kendra. I've got to find somewhere safe, somewhere to hide. Our current unaccomplished objective right now is replace the damaged tram. A broken tram car is blocking the whole system. Looks like it got delivered to tram repair, but never switched off the tracks. Okay, so now as you can tell, this is a save station. They are the only way we can save in this game. Unlike Doom 3, where you can just immediately exit to the main menu screen and then just press save game from there on. Unlike Doom 3, in Dead Space, we need to go up to actual save stations to be able to save, because we can't save our progress otherwise. Luckily, they are very frequent and numerous and easy to find. I will pack up on my med packs, and this room is cargo hallway. Okay, look both ways, make sure there isn't a necromorph. Now, I will go here, but first, let's go down the end of this hallway here. So we will have some important items, including this plasma cutter ammo. But watch out for this necromorph here. Blow him up before he can become a problem. This is a stasis pack. While it may not seem like much right now, we will need it for later on, as you're going to find out. And here's another save station. I'm going to go ahead and save in case I'm killed, so at least that way I don't have to start the level all over again from scratch. Okay, and here's another audio log with some important information.
This is Benson, Tram Engineering. We think we figured it out. Smith killed one. Listen, forget about shooting him in the body. You gotta cut off the limbs. Grab a cutter, anything like that. Cut him apart.
Okay, so as that gentleman said in that audio log there, as I said earlier in the video, and as he said in that audio log, I can't just kill them in any way by shooting at them in the body. For example, blasting or cutting off the head of a necromorph will not kill them. Instead, we have to shoot off the legs and the arms, and that's how we kill them. Okay, this is an area called Maintenance Bay. The thing is, it's locked and I can't go there, but we will need to go there later. But first, we have to go somewhere else in order to get there, because that Maintenance Bay area will have some important stuff we will need to grab. First, we're going to go to an area called Tram Tunnel. Watch out, this is just a harmless scare. It's creepy, but no, it can't hurt or kill you. It doesn't come back as a necromorph.
Shooting them in the body didn't seem to work. Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
So,
By dismembering enemy limbs and doing extra damage.
conserve ammo by dismembering enemy limbs and doing extra damage. Cut off limbs to kill quickly, dismember enemies to slow them. So as I said earlier, and as Zach Hammond told me in that radio message, we need to cut off the limbs, basically. So we're going to go through this door here into an area called the Tram Tunnel. It's this very foggy, grunge techy looking part of the area. Well, let's take a moment to admire the atmosphere of this level. It's weird, this game isn't technically at all supernatural, it seems like, but what is the reason for all those creepy voices whispering? So now we need to walk down this area here. And that is the sound of a necromorph monster, but he can't come here to attack us, so... Okay, so I'm going to smash this object here to get some credits. And this is an object called stasis module. We will need to pick it up. Stasis will slow down fast objects and enemies. Aim mode, LT, fire LTX, stasis packs. So, as you will notice...
Looks like that door is malfunctioning, Isaac. Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
Now, before we do that, though, this is a stasis recharge. So if you get drained of it, that is something you will need to press to recharge it fully. You can also pick up little stasis objects around the Ishimura itself, and that will recharge, if not a stasis recharge station itself. Okay, so notice this door randomly opening and closing. We do not want to go through there unless we use the stasis module on it. But run through it rather quickly, because it won't stay frozen by the stasis for long. Or slowed down, I should say. Because then it'll just go back to speeding up. So we walk up this fleet of stairs here, and I got another stasis pack. Oh, and, so, as I said here, so this is what these objects are called. These are objects that aren't stationary, unlike stasis recharge stations, and you can find them littered about the space station in this game. So you press A if you want to recharge your stasis pack. And notice how this little green circle right next adjacent to the rig, that is a stasis pack. That's stasis. That measures how much stasis we have. Like health, if it gets depleted, we cannot use it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save here in case I'm killed, so that way I don't have to start the level all over again. First, let's go ahead and explore some grungy, creepy, decrepit bathrooms. And no, this is again another harmless little scare, so no necromorphs can attack you. But yes, it does turn pitch black and creepy for a moment. Rather similar to Doom 3's bathrooms. Notice, wash hands before returning to work. Interesting. Did you hear that creepy whispering noise? Okay, so I picked up a small med pack. Ah, that's creepy, that sort of whispering voice. Okay, so now we can not go through this door, at least not right now. Let's smash that object so we can get some ammo for the plasma cutter. Okay, we will right now at least need to go through this door leading to a room called Tram Repair Room. We will need to...
Your stasis module should be able to help you with that arm mechanism.
Now, this is an arm mechanism of which I will be able to use my stasis module on. First you press it, and then freeze it. There's another stasis recharge station. But watch out, there is Necromorphs coming our way, unfortunately. So, the plasma cutter is the only weapon we start out with in this game. No other weapon but that. Be sure to grab that to grab some credits. Now, credits may not seem like much right now at the current moment, but they will be important later because we will need them to be able to purchase new items as well as new weapons. Here's another audio log.
Listen up, car 8 is trashed. We managed to get it back to the repair depot, but now the autoloader is fried. I need a stasis module brought down here now. If we don't get this piece of shit off the tracks, it's gonna jam up the whole system.
Okay, so now we're gonna do it this opposite sort of thing here. And then I'm gonna, again, use a stasis module to freeze it in place after activating that specific computer console. So now all we need to do next is to activate this tram repair console. At least I think that's what we need to do. Oh, wait a minute. Somehow. My bad. So once it gets there, we need to freeze it in place, and then we need to go activate this computer console. Voila, that's how we do it. Objective added.
You did it. The tram is blocking the whole system. When you get the computer online, you'll be able to call the tram from the control room. Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
And we will be hearing a lot of creepy, crawly noise. For example, some more necromorphs. Die, boy. Thank you for being dead as a Doordale. There's no new enemies. And notice this thing. That is something called a power node, and we will need that for certain specific consoles later in the game. Okay, so since we've done everything we need to do here, we will now go to a new area. The enemy crawling up through those vents. that is a new enemy we will be meeting, so before I do anything else, I'm just gonna go ahead and save at this save station here. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I can't go through this room just yet. But grab some of those credits. It's called simply this tram station. We will need to go through there later, though, once we unlock it, of course. So we need to go back down here to some of the other areas we've been to. Yes, we'll have to refreeze this door with the station module. I forgot what you call it exactly. Stasis module, I mean. I don't know, I was drawing a blank on what it was called for a moment, but hey, I'm just a mere human like you guys watching this. And now we've got this new scorpion-like enemies you're gonna find out. It has a scorpion-ish tail. And now, unlike the other Necromorphs we've seen thus far, they can leap, which is not something the others can do. And as you can tell, just blasting or cutting off their heads will not take them out. Okay, be sure to grab some ammo left behind it. Be sure to stomp on the corpses of Necromorphs you've killed already, because you don't know what useful goodies there could be in there. Okay, so we need to go back through this one door here to my left, which is where we went through to get here. We need to go back to the cargo hallway. Head up this
Isaac,
fleet
I've
of
patched into the deck
stairs or
security
hallway.
system. It took some work, but I've got the door to the maintenance bay unlocked. The data board should be somewhere inside.
So as I mentioned earlier in this video, we need to go to an area called the maintenance bay, because that has some things we will need to grab. And I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case I'm killed here at this save station. Alright. Okay, and now the maintenance bay is unlocked. And we will be riding our first ever elevator in the game here. Now it takes a moment for it to get us to where we need to go.
It's Kendra. It looks like the door to the storage room is locked. There should be a key somewhere in the maintenance bay.
So we need to find a key somewhere in the maintenance bay so we can use it to get into that door Kendra was mentioning. First, though, before we do anything else, let's take care of this Necromorph. Die, son. Die, dumb Necromorph. And yes, when Necromorphs are killed, they do leave behind important things, like plasma cutter ammo, as well as ammo for other weapons we haven't even acquired yet. Let's go ahead and smash this little object, so we can get some much-needed. I'm gonna go ahead and recharge my stasis pack. Probably wasn't the best time to do, but hey. Also, notice these reddish objects I'm pointing at there. Those are explosive objects we can use to take out enemies. There will be another function in the game that will allow us to throw it at them as well. Smash. As you can see there, I just managed to destroy him. Die, retarded monster. Yeah. See if he left behind any useful items. Didn't think he would, but hey. So now, here's the door Kendra was talking about just a couple moments ago. This door is called the Bay Office, but obviously it's locked. So I need an item called a storage key to be able to get in there, and it's somewhere in the maintenance bay here itself. And of course, Necromorphs will attempt to block our way. Let's make sure he didn't leave behind any useful items. Alright. thought I saw a necromorph there. So now we need to go up this elevator here to an area called crane control. Simple as that. Activate the elevator so we can go up here. Be sure to grab things from this here too. It's just plasma energy, but hey, it does replenish ammo for it. Come on, smash it there, Isaac. Those are credits we will need to buy stuff later from certain type of unique-looking stores. Oh, I almost forgot, there is also a necromorph on the floor. Take him out, because he will come back to life. In fact, I would not recommend making the mistake I just made. Some of that plasma energy he left behind. And I grabbed the key needed to open that one room I just mentioned. Text log. USG Ishimura, Aerospace Engineering Department. Shuttle repairs invoice. Mission Day 2. Faulty 4 gyro. Vessel USG ISH SO3. Replaced, now functional. Mission Day 3. Faulty 4-0 scope. Vessel USG ISH S01, still in repair. Mission Day 4, damaged landing repulsors, Vessel USG ISH S05, complete replacement, now functional. Damaged 4 and left 4 viewports. Vessel USG ISH S04, replaced, now functional. Mission Day 5, damaged booster collar, Vessel USG ISH S05, repaired, now functional. Engineer's note, JF Wright, second engineer, maintenance bay. Before too much further ado, let's grab a little plasma energy. And yes, unfortunately, gotta encounter another necromorph. Just further keep him from coming back. So now we need to go back down here and take the elevator back down so we can use that key on that one room. I forgot what you called it. But hey, we'll look at it again so that way we can see it. Oh! Out of my way, boy. Okay, the Bay Office is what it's called, making sure there's any other. That's what we used to open it. Some more power nodes acquired. And look what we have here. A data board, which is what we need to activate the tram. Objective out. My inventory is full at the moment. Now look at this bench here. Now, as you can tell here, this is something called an upgrade bench. Press A to go up to it and then activate it. And you can use this either to activate your rig or even a weapon like the plasma cutter. You can also activate your stasis module, but sadly I don't have any more power nodes at the moment, so that will have to be for some other time, sadly. Okay. Luckily, I don't really need the health at the moment.
That's it, Isaac. Take the board back to tram control and slot it into the computer array. That should get the tram system back online.
The Necromorph hive mind somehow seems to know when you've accomplished something. Like grabbing a certain object needed to get through a certain area. Slowly gonna go through this grungy looking area. And we will head up back up to the cargo hallways, it's called. I think that's an area we've been to, I should say. Okay, so grab that, of course, as usual. I'm gonna go back up to the elevator and hit this cargo lift console. This is gonna take us back to where we need to go. Just watch out for that Necromorph. Now, something to be aware of and something I want to mention while I'm thinking about it is Necromorphs can grab you. A little bit like what enemies can do in Resident Evil 4. I'm going to go ahead and recharge my health here. Now we'll save up a little space anyway. I'm going to go ahead and save in case I am killed. Which I don't think I will be, but still. Better safe than sorry, so I don't have to restart the level all over again, or even just the checkpoint. Okay. Obviously that's a dead end, considering all that rubble and debris that's blocking our path there. So we need to go back to the control room, I think is what Kendra said. Ooh, is that spooky shadow there? Okay, so that's not where we grab it. We put it here. That's where we use the tram data board. Objective added. Looks like I've got the tram system up and running. I can call a tram for Hammond and Kendra from tram control. So what we need to do next is to now activate this thing here, and voila.
All trams now operational. Tram arriving at flight deck station. Quarantine lifted.
All right, we're on board and heading to the bridge. Good work.
Strange. The quarantine just lifted.
Whatever was in the flight lounge must have left. That's lucky for us. Isaac, get back to the Kellion and prep it for launch. We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long, you're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to die out here.
Your lack of confidence in me is to be noted, Miss Daniels. But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you. Do we understand each other?
Just get us out of here alive.
Okay, so obviously there isn't any other useful items, except I will go ahead and save at the space station here. And I would recommend you guys playing this do the same, so that way it will save you trouble if you're killed, and that way at least you don't have to start all over for even just the checkpoint. Obviously the level, but at least the checkpoint. So that way you can get further and further into the map. So let's see. So you don't go through there. Obviously you don't go to the maintenance bay. Where we need to go is the other door at the end of this hallway here, which is the tram tunnel, which is where we need to go. Makes sense. So we go back down this fleet of stairs. We go here. I think this is the right place we're supposed to go. Even if it isn't, hey, at least I got that credits. I think this might be the right way we're supposed to go. Maybe not, I could be totally wrong, but... Alright, grab this stasis recharge should you need it to recharge, much like I did there. We're gonna have to, unfortunately, use this thing again. Just run past it quickly, because again, it won't stay slowed for good, unfortunately. So... Obviously, you've been through here already, so don't go through there. Okay, I'm completely going in the wrong direction. My bad. Clearly, this is not where we're supposed to go. So, we need to go somewhere else completely. My bad. Right? the recharge stasis should you need it. Stasis recharge, I mean. Obviously, I was going the completely wrong and opposite direction. Oh, I know. We need to go all the way back to the landing site at the start of the levels. That's how we're going to try and get out of here. My bad. I was thinking of something else. But yeah. Just some spooky sounds of moving dead bodies. Okay, go through here to Flight Lounge. That's where we need to go. Don't make the mistake I made just now. Just going all the way back to the other area. And we can't go through here, of course, because that's a dead end. Then go here, because again, we're going back to the very beginning of the level, and you will soon find out why. Never mind that static sound. That's just a harmless jump scare. Because yes, this is what we need to do. I forgot a moment myself that this is what we needed to do. Yes, Necromorphs can come in and out through vents, so always be careful and aware of that, as you can see. Be sure to grab any items he might leave behind after you kill him. What? I did not see him. Freeze him by stasis should you need to. And that should do the trick. Just make sure he didn't behind any useful items. Just recharged my health there via the rig. Not that it was... I needed it too much, but...
We made it to the bridge. It's a nightmare up here. No survivors. We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
Alright. So yes, as I said a few times already, be sure to grab some of those credits and whatever that other item was I grabbed. So you're going to find out here. You'll find out the reason why we need to come back here. Just watch out for new Necromorphs coming our way. Yes. Hopefully that took care of them. Sure it's not a potentially useful item up there. Nope, it isn't. And the reason we need to go back to the landing site of what we used to get into the Ishimura is we need to activate this here. But watch out. Get out fast and quick. Because it will blow you up. At least I think it can. Right? Yes, we will have more Necromorphs to deal with.
Collision detected in the main hangar bay. Emergency crews have been identified.
Nope. I think there's any way you can smash those things. Die, boy. I'll worry about grabbing the credits one of the times. First, I want to take out these guys first. So it's not an issue. Keep still trying to
What the hell is happening down there? What happened to the shuttle?
That was our ride home. It's the only way off the ship.
Kendra,
No, Hammond! This changes everything!
just let me think. Can you access the command computer?
It's no good. There's an executive lockdown of all primary systems. Without the captain's authorization, I can't access them.
Well, where's the captain?
Here he is. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location? Med lab. Status? Deceased.
What? How?
I can't access that information. Find the captain and you'll find his rig. With his authorization codes, I can crack this computer wide open.
Damn it. Isaac, I'm sending the tram back to your location. Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
What the heck? What did those Necromorphs manage to do? Grab, of course, that plasma cutter ammo, at least should you need it. And of course some credits here, i.e. money or currency you will need to buy items in the future. Okay, so let's go ahead and smash this thing here. Use your plasma cutter to crush it, if not your foot itself. Okay, so we need to go through here, which is the tram station, because that's going to take us to where we need to go. Let's see which of these doors it is. That's an elevator. Let's first see what's the door we need to go through. This is just a bathroom of various sorts. But hey, let's explore, because we don't know what useful items there could be, potentially. Except I think, although I did get a large med kit, I don't think that's the same as the bathroom we explored. Oh! Can't believe I didn't notice that until now. That's the first time I've noticed that, despite having known this game for over a decade now. So we need to go to the tram station here, and we will need an elevator to get there. Here we are, voila, the tram station. Buy new weapons and items at the store and place extra items in the safe. Okay, so this is the store that thing was mentioning. Okay, so you can sell items as well. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and sell some unnecessary stuff that I don't need at the moment. Not going to sell all of the small med packs. Sell some plasma energy as well. And I can also use this to buy this pulse rifle, a firearm. Not like that, a level 2 suit, which increases inventory slots and armor. That I am. Well, I don't think I'll do too much at the store for the time being, except I might see if there's a stasis module I can buy. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy the stasis pack. We won't be needing some of these other items for a while anyway, so.
Red weapon icon. Your weapon has no ammo in its clip.
Okay, so you'll notice how I just switched my weapon. But I'm not going to use this pulse rifle just because there's a lot of ammo in it at the moment. I'm just going to stick with my plasma cutter for the time being. Red weapon icons mean your weapon has no items in its clip. Switch weapons. Okay, so now let's get onto this tram. Objective complete. Chapter 1, New Arrivals completed. Save your progress? Oh yes. 100%. And yes, I like to save over it. So the next chapter we will be on is called Intensive Care, and that will be the next level next time I do a gaming video for Dead Space. And well, I'm not going to show this part just because I'm already done with part 1 of my walkthrough for Dead Space. And yes, that was definitely interesting. I kind of had a bit of a brain fart on that last little area, which is we need to go all the way to the beginning of that level, Chapter 1, New Arrivals, as it's called. I forgot that. I had a bit of a brain fart on that, which is weird. I know that level almost like the palm of my hand, but somehow I forgot that one. But, of course, I don't know Dead Space nearly as well as I do Doom 3, for example, so of course that was a bit of a challenge for me there. But anyhow, I hope you folks found this video educational, especially for you guys who've neither ever played this game before or just haven't in ages in a while. And anyhow, if you like this video, please shoot a plasma cutter at that like button below. And if you want to see more of my videos, please fire another bit of that plasma cutter at that subscribes button below. And I shall see you all when I see you all in the next video, folks. Take care, everyone, as Big Mac Davis would say, and you all have an excellent and wonderful rest of your day. Amen.